talking about place value. Yesterday we started talking about standard, are you ready? We started talking about standard in word form of numbers yesterday. Remember I said that there are a bunch of different ways that we can write a number, such as standard form, word form, and expanded form. Does anyone remember the other name for standard form? There were two names. First of all, let's start with why are there two names? Why do we have to call it two different things? Who remembers? Natasha? Yeah, we've switched recently from the Common Core, from the Michigan State Standards to the Common Core. And our math books have the old terminology in it, and some assessments that we have, as well as some worksheets that we have, use the new terms, okay? So for standard form, what is the other name of standard form?
Number form?
Number form, okay, good. And then what about for word form? It's okay. Everyone?
Number form is just the same.
Number form is standard form. Then we have word form. You remember?
Expanded form?
Nope, that's the other one. Yeah.
Number names.
Thank you. Number names. Good job. So remember that if I use word form and number names interchangeably, meaning I might use either one, you need to remember that. Okay? All right. So today's goal that we are looking at, I'm going to give it to you so that you have it right in front of you. Actually, paper passers, if you want to help me out with this, get it going a little faster. Go to the other side. The goal that we're working with today is also, it's going to be in front of you, it's also going to be projected up here on the screen, and then it's also on the backboard. I'll wait a second until everyone has one. Nice job. And do we have any extras? Okay, it looks like we're missing a couple, so what we'll do is if you can just share. That way everybody can have one in front of them. Okay? It's also, like I said, in the front and on the backboard. All right, so your I can statement for today, boys and girls. I can read and write multi-digit whole numbers using base 10 numerals and number names. Base 10 numerals is the same thing as standard form, and then number names is the same thing as word form. Good. Yesterday, we really didn't do any work with this. We only introduced it and wrote some notes in our notebook. Should you be able to, right now, answer a whole page worth of problems being able to do the work? Probably not. Maybe some of you could, but chances are I expect you right now to need a little bit of help with this and to do a couple of practice problems before you do anything by yourself. These are goals for you. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. It is a scale. How many of you have seen these scales before? Maybe last year? Probably all of you at some point have seen it broken down into 4. Maybe 3, maybe 5, depending on your teacher. Good, hands down. My goal for you at the end of today's lesson is to be at either this 3 here or this 4. I am very happy if you make it to a 3. I am ecstatic if you make it to a 4. Okay? I kind of expect right now for most of you to fall right along here, but let's read them just in case. Maybe you are already up at the 3 and 4, which is great, but let's check. So a 1 says, and this is right on your paper too, I cannot read or write any whole number in standard form or in word form. It also says I cannot get any problems correct on my own. So that means right now if I was to give you a worksheet, you probably wouldn't get any problems correct because you have no clue what I'm talking about. okay? If you were absent, you definitely probably would be a 1. I can somewhat read and write these in standard form and word form. I kind of get it, and I would probably get some problems correct, but I still need some help, okay? So you're starting to get it, but you still might need some help. A 3 means that you get it, and you probably get most, if not all, of your problems correct on your paper right now, without any further explanation. If it said, write this number in word form, you could do it. Write this number in standard form, you could do it. Okay? And a 4, you could get all the problems correct right now, this second, and you could even go around and help others understand it. Remember, if you're not here, you're not technically supposed to be here yet because I haven't even taught it to you. I expect you to be down here. You have a sticky note on your desk. You have 2. I would like you on one sticky note. You don't need to put your name or anything. I would like you to put where you currently fall on this scale. So maybe you're a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4. Just write the number that you think you are on your sticky note. Feeling? Big's fine, right in the middle. You do not need anything else on it. You do not need your name on it. Just the number that you think you are at. Okay. If you think, well, we're all going to come back here in just a second. And if you think that you are a 1, you'll put your sticky note under the 1. If you are a 2, put it under the 2. If you are a 3, put it under the 3. And if you are a 4, put it under the 4. We are quietly and silently in a line just going to come up here and stick our sticky notes up. Does it matter where you are?
No.
It doesn't, okay? If you are at a 1, that is perfectly fine. We'll get you up here. If you're already up here, good. But make sure you still pay attention today because it can push you even further. Okay? So, quickly and quietly, in a line, go up there and stick your sticky note where you think you are. I love how we're making a nice line. We're not running to the front. We're not pushing. We're not shoving. I'm going to shut that fan off so it doesn't blow my sticky notes away. Nice. Like I said, I did start to introduce it yesterday. So this is looking good. Just stick them on the board themselves, not really on the papers together because that won't work the best.
There we go.
There you go. I like how the 3s are doing it. They're just all stuck on the board separately. A couple 4s up there already. Pretty good. Now, what we have to keep in mind, even though I just started to teach it to you yesterday, it is review. Okay? It's something that you have learned in other grades. Okay, good. So, what is one thing that we've noticed? Raise your hand. Who can tell me something that we noticed? Bailey?
That more people like in the 3 level.
There's a lot of 3s, but there are also a lot of 2s, okay? There are a couple people in the 4s, but like I said, this is a new lesson to us, but not necessarily a new lesson altogether. You might have heard of this before. Now, what should we expect to see at the end of today's lesson? Raise your hand. What should I expect to see? Looking at these, when we come back up later and re-stick our sticky notes up here, because that's why you have a second one, what do I expect to see? Nathan?
People at the 3s and 4s.
yeah, hopefully these 2's are not here anymore. Hopefully they've all moved to 3's and 4's, okay? All right, so let's do a little bit of practice, and I am going to do a little bit of review first. Okay, so you do not need anything right now but your eyes up here. All right, so if I was to write a number, what form is this in? Who can raise their hand and tell me? Olivia?
Standard form.
Standard form, good.
Or number form.
Or number form, thank you. When we want to write this in word form, what was the trick that I taught you yesterday? Do you remember? Raise your hand. Yeah. Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Whenever you see a comma, you say thousand.
Okay, whenever you see comma, you say thousand, and we listen to those fun songs, or that fun song, which we'll watch later so you can actually see it. Travis? Okay, yep, we break them into, what are these called?
Periods.
Periods, good. And then what's the big rule? If you can blank, you can blank. Julia?
If you can say it, you can spell it.
If you can say it, you can write it in word form. Who thinks they can say this number? Awesome. Aiden, can you say that number for me?
9,326.
Perfect. So what he said, 9,000. What do I need? Good. 326. Am I correct?
Yes.
Good. So he could say it, so he could write it. Awesome. Let's do another example. Okay. Who can read that number? Josh?
450.
Okay, do you think you can put it in standard form for me? Here, come on up. Nice work.